Hi everyone, it's Jody from An Eye for Beauty. Today is Sunday, August 28th, 2022. And I have 3 cards here, and we're going to go through the cards and see what messages Spirit is giving us for this week. Or, of course, if you're seeing this message at a different date, there's something in here that you need to hear for your highest good. So we have card number 1, card number 2, and card number 3. These cards are the Starry Beginning Oracle cards, and I chose these cards for this week because yesterday was a new moon in Virgo. And so when we have new moons, it's all about looking at new beginnings. What are we creating for ourselves in this new energy of Virgo? Virgo is an energy of practicality, getting things in order, being very studious, being very regimented, and so it's a good energy to create something new that is going to be more disciplined, maybe with more focus. When I'm saying that to you, what is coming to mind? What is it that you have been wanting to do for yourself or create for yourself and you haven't? Maybe it's a new self-care practice. Maybe it's a new health way of eating. Maybe it's going to the gym and having a new way of exercising. Whatever it is, I want you to notice it, observe it, don't judge it, and then I want you to detach from it. For example, if you are someone that says, I want to start going to the gym every day, if you don't get to the gym one day, are you going to feel crappy? If you're going to feel crappy, that means that you have an attachment to that thing that you're doing. So I want you to be a witness to this idea of what am I going to create new in my life. It may be practical. It may be something that you can be disciplined with. But if you have an attachment to it, you have to take a step back and look at why you have that attachment. So that's Virgo energy. And with that being said, we're going to start with first card number 1. And card number 1 says, what does your heart want? Be free to manifest your heart's desires. So that's basically how I started this, right? What do you want to create in your life? What does your heart want? Typically, we work with our head. What does the head want? What is the mind saying? And we don't always make that correlation between what does the mind want and what does the heart want. We usually are run by our mind because the mind is the ego. We have, for many years as society, have forgotten that we can also figure things out by going within the heart. The heart is the spirit. The heart is when you tune in, that's where your higher self, your inner voice can really speak. If the mind is chatty, the ego, you can't hear the heart, the spirit. So this card is asking you to shut that mind off. So if it's chatting, say to it, shh. And if that doesn't work, say to it, cancel, clear, delete, zip it. And see how you can get into that heart and see if you can hear what the heart is telling you. Because we are in a time right now where it is crucial for you to be more connected with your heart than with your mind. I like balance, so I'd like to have you equally connected to your heart and your mind, but I don't want your mind overpowering your heart, and that has been happening to too many people for far too long. When you're going to be needing to make a decision or a choice for yourself, I want you to focus on what's within the heart, taking the time, being patient, stepping back. Your head, your mind might tell you something, but don't make a decision until you also tune into the heart. So, what does your heart want? What does your heart want at this time, August 28th, or whenever you hear this? What does your heart want you to manifest for yourself? I don't want you to listen to any restrictions, like the real restrictions going on in the world or restrictions you're putting upon yourself. It's all chatter. It's all bull crap. I want you to go within your heart and ask yourself, what do you really want? If you've ever heard the term of 3-dimensional living and 5-dimensional living, here is an example. We're all on the same earth right now. we have two choices. We can continue to live in the three-dimensional way of thinking, listening to the government telling us what to do it, how to think, how to eat, how to sleep, etc. Or you can be on the same earth with the fifth dimensional way of thinking, which is knowing what you know is best for you for your highest good. Not needing any outside source to tell you otherwise, because you know what you know is right for you. Three-dimensional thinking and way of living on this earth is in the mind, is the ego. Five-dimensional living on this earth at this time, at the same time, is being in the heart. So which do you want to focus on? How do you want to live? And my gut tells me, my intuition tells me that if you chose card number 1, you're being nudged. Maybe you're in your head too much and it's time to get in the heart. Or maybe you're already in the heart and you're seeing the magic that is created that you just can't explain by doing this, by going within the heart and following your intuition. And you're being asked to continue to trust the process because you're on the right path. Whatever resonates with you, that's what it is. And that's card number 1. Card number 2. Everything is as you've created. All you create offers you life lessons. So I just did a reel on this on Instagram yesterday. So go back and check it out if you can. And what I said was, you are on this earth at this time for a reason. You chose to be on this earth at this time during the craziness of this time for a reason. What is the reason? You are here to experience life. You are a spirit having a human experience. You are here to experience life. Whatever adversity or obstacle that you're going through, you are meant to go through because there's a lesson in there that you need to learn. And you would have never learned it if you didn't go through the obstacle. That's why you're here. So when this card says everything is as you've created, why is it saying that in that way? Because when we come onto this earth and we say we're going to be a human living on the earth, we have a soul contract. We sign this contract with our Creator. We decide all of the life lessons that we are going to experience in this lifetime. We don't remember when we are born, but we've already signed up for it because there were certain lessons we wanted to learn. And so if you're going through an adversity right now, I want to encourage you and let you know that it's all going to work out for your highest good. There's something in there that you need to learn. So don't judge what you're dealing with. Step back. Ask yourself, at this now moment, what have you learned thus far? Think about a baby that is going down the birth canal and the mother, and it's almost time. The baby's almost coming out. You're at that point where you're almost going to realize why you are going through what you're going through, but you have to get through the pain before you can get to the end where you realize that's why this happened. So be as okay with it as you can. I know it's easier said than done because maybe you, this is a general reading, so everybody's going through different things. Maybe for you, it's difficult right now, but I promise you that when you get to the other side, if you keep the faith, if you have trust, if you believe and trust in your Creator, there's a reason why you're going through this. And don't forget, trust yourself because you chose this lesson. That's card number 2. Card number 3, spend time on you. Balance yourself. Wow. Okay, so this is a whole theme today. And you're really being asked to stop looking at outside stuff to make you feel whole. How can you feel whole? By spending time with you. By not going. By taking yourself out to lunch. By taking yourself to the park. By taking yourself to have a bath. by taking yourself to exercise, by taking yourself to make a nice meal in the kitchen or bake something that you love or drink that you love, whatever it is, you are being asked. Your lower self, your three-dimensional self, your ego self is asking your higher self, your spirit self, please spend more time with me. I want to learn more about myself. How do you learn? By going through these lessons. How do you go deeper? By going through these lessons. So this third card is asking you to take the time that you need to take to really learn more about yourself. When you do that, you are more grounded. When you do that, you have healing. When you do that, you're more balanced. When you're balanced, you feel more at ease. You feel more at peace. You feel less chaotic. So this week is asking us to really go inward and not to judge what we are experiencing and not to label or tag or associate or attach ourselves to what we are going through at this time, but to understand that we're going through it because we need to learn something. And the more that you can do that for yourself, you create a healing for yourself. And as I always say, when you create a healing for yourself, you are creating healing for everyone around you. Let's say you're going through a divorce and you are working on you and you are doing the inner work and the connecting within and learning more about yourself and understanding that in a marriage there are two people and both parties play a role in the demise of the marriage. Maybe the one party did something that created the demise, but truly everything is as you've created, card number 2, and you both played a role in it. Taking that, you're not a victim. Understanding why you are going through what you're going through, learning from what you're experienced through the process, knowing that you are not what you experienced, but you're learning. Maybe through that process, you lighten up. You feel more at peace. You have more of a compassionate understanding to why you went through what you went through. And then from that, the other party may not be doing all of that work in the marriage through the divorce. But from seeing your light, they start to lighten up. Maybe they have a little bit of a healing. Maybe they act a little differently and you don't even realize that you are the reason why they're acting better because of your light that is emanating out of you from doing all of the healing. I don't just tell you this because I'm telling you this. I tell you this also from experience, my own personal experience. You are only responsible to work on you. You can only control you. So do the work on you, whether it's a divorce, whether it is in a marriage, you're still married, you're fully in love, but maybe you're having a rough patch. Maybe it is, I know someone that just broke a body part and they're having a hard time. So maybe it's working on yourself that way. Whatever it is, understand that everyone around you is going to benefit when you do this work of going within and saying to your heart, what does my heart want? And then saying and realizing without judgment, everything was created by me in this situation. And then knowing that the more that you work on yourself and spend time with yourself, you are going to receive a healing. You're going to receive an understanding. And it's going to benefit you and everybody around you in the long run. So we're at the end of August. I can't even believe it. We have 4 more months to this year. We are in the new moon in Virgo. Use this energy wisely for yourself. Focus on whatever it is that you want to create going into September. I hope that there was something in this message that served you today, and I wish you a great week. Bye-bye.